the Apostle Paul says in the letter to the Corinthians about the trumpets, and how it's very important that when the trumpets are sounding in battle, that they're clear and concise and very distinctive, so that people will know how to react to the different trumpet sounds to prepare themselves in battle. And this is an old practice. You read about it a lot in the Old Testament, about the use of trumpets and different types of instruments to communicate. Well, in our modern times, I think those things are probably still used to some degree, but we have other means of being able to communicate. But very clearly, words are the instrument in which we best communicate. And words need to be clear and concise, and they need to mean it in such a way that it truly represents what's coming forth out of the heart of the person who is doing the communicating. But oftentimes people use words in such a way to be able to disguise what's truly in their heart and what their true intentions for people are, because there are ulterior motives. But when true communication is coming forth, then you get everybody on the same page. And I love to read the book of Joshua, how when Joshua was preparing the people for what was to come, he would say it in such a way, in other words, their expression is, say what you mean what you say. And he would just lay it out for the people. And I can remember, I'm old enough to remember enough presidents that some of them were just very, very good at communicating. And they could talk to the people, and the people would understand, could relate. And it just gives that sense that things have been properly communicated, and then you end up with the right people in the right place doing the right things, and everybody coming together and be able to work together in such a way as to be the most beneficial for the people. You see, being able to communicate, especially in the realms of the gospel, it's very, very important. I was and I've told you this before on the broadcast, there was a time in my life when I just thought I had to just yell and shout everything. And somewhere along the line, the Lord just began to deal with me. He says, no, what's really important is that people understand what it is you're trying to communicate to them, so that they can respond accordingly for the benefit of the hearers and for the benefit of the gospel, and as a country and as a nation, not only in my country that I live in the United States of America, but around the world, to where we best be able to be a country that's successful, free, a place where we can raise our families and have that sense of confidence that things are going to be well for us. Well, a good leader can communicate that in such a way that causes the people to respond. And as a result, you see wonderful things begins to happen. And you understand that it has to come forth from a heart that's pure and has a true desire to want to be a servant. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.